Welcome to the Best Damn Podcast. This is your host, Jill Lagan, CEO of the Boulder City Chamber of Commerce. In each episode, we will highlight what makes Boulder City, home of the Hoover Dam, the ideal place to operate your small business, explore world-class tourism attractions, and discover why we are the perfect place to live and unwind. Listeners, we have a special treat today. One of my great friends, Miss Holly Wittwer. She is with Events with Holly and Home Educated Foundation.
That's right.
And I can't wait to get a little bit more into that because that's a little bit more of a recent turn of events. So welcome, Miss Holly.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
So, Holly, you have a skill set that many don't realize because a lot of times it's behind the scenes. People aren't paying attention. They just come to an event. They have a great time. They don't think about all the details that go behind it. So please share with us a little bit about what it is you do at Events with Holly.
Yeah, absolutely. I started Events with Holly whenever I moved to Boulder City a few years ago. And I've always just planned events. And so I moved here a few years ago and I saw a need in the community for like a small business event planner. A few of the different small businesses that I was attending or just participating in were like, wow, you're really good at this, organization and this event planning thing. And I'm like, it's just something I've been doing my whole life. So people started to hire me to do different little events. And then it has just exploded over the years and changed and morphed into so many different things. So now I have Events with Holly, which is my event planning business. And I'm focusing now mostly on weddings, on large scale parties, festivals, conventions, staff appreciation type of things. But the ones that I'm choosing to do are primarily for Boulder City because I have small kids and I'm like, I'm not traveling into Vegas to do any of those events if I don't have to. And so I'm like, I love being able to get to know everybody here in town and support them. So It's been really cool. And thankfully everybody's been so supportive. So it's been really easy to be able to stay busy and have a good time.
People don't realize what they don't need until they get into the middle of it and they're like, oh man, I totally needed that.
Yes.
And so I would imagine that they have often said to you, thank you so much. You saved my bacon. I could not have done it without you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. It's so funny because I actually have people who will the day after be like, we didn't know what we would have done if you weren't there. But I think up until that point, they were thinking, we probably could have done this on our own. But then afterwards, they're thinking, oh, there's no way we could have done this on our own. Right. And I've had people come afterwards, they give a complimentary thank you card or something. And then a few weeks later, they're like, I feel like I just needed to give you more because we just keep thinking about how much you did that we just didn't see.
That's true.
Yeah.
And that's
so
really,
funny.
That is actually that hidden talent is that they shouldn't see. They shouldn't know. They shouldn't be involved. They shouldn't have to worry about any of the problems. And you're solutions based. You figure it out. You're detail oriented. So you take care of everything. And so there really is. It's not something everybody can do. And I hope people really understand that it is not something that everybody's going to be great at. So the idea that they have a professional that they can go to, even if it's just minimal, even if all you did was just help them outline what it is that they were going to do and charge them some minimal fee just to kind of consult.
Yes.
I don't think people realize the value of consultation.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've done that for a lot of people who live out of state and things like that. They're like, I just want to know what colors I should use. And I'm like, that's easy. I can do that quickly. Please, let's hop on a call. Let's make that happen. That is, like you're saying, one of my strengths. And so I really like to be able to do that as well.
Yes, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, so this has evolved into the Home Educated Foundation.
Yes.
Right.
So the Home Educated Foundation. So as I was planning events, I had a dear friend of mine, Tammy Grable. We were just talking and we're entrepreneur girls. And so we're always talking about ideas and what's coming next and what would you do if this was the case. And so she said, you've been planning events for people and you're great at that. You're really good at making sure that they are satisfied and that you're going 100% into what you're doing. And she's like, what if you could build an event that was for you? What would you want to do if it was your event? And so it didn't even take me 3 seconds. I was like, it would be a homeschool event, 100%. I would do some sort of a homeschool event. So after I thought of that, we actually traveled down to Arizona to go to a giant homeschool convention that they've been doing for, I think it's over 50 years.
Wow.
And so we went there, we saw it. It was 3 days, fun girls trip with our homeschool moms and stuff. And I was there and I was like, I could do this. I could 100% do this, which is not something that a normal person says. Usually they look at it and they're like, there's no way I could do this. And I can do this. This is doable, especially in Nevada, because the issue is that everyone is fleeing the public school system right now and they have nowhere to go. And so we're trying to build a place for them to be able to go if that's their choice. So we did the convention. We're on our 3rd year now, and it has been fantastic. We have had thousands of attendees come, and it has just been huge, and it's growing. So now, with that being said, our team, we have morphed into something even bigger. And so we are actually just launching the Home Educated Foundation, which is a nonprofit that is going to be able to educate homeschool parents through, we have a website that has how to sign up for homeschooling, what paperwork do you need to fill out, what kind of curriculum should you be looking into, what do other people do, what does a normal daily rhythm look like, how do I do this, right? All the parents are out there kind of freaking out. This isn't the norm. What do I do? So we are starting a whole foundation to be able to do that. We're looking into giving away scholarships for families that are underprivileged, that are like, I wouldn't be able to afford this curriculum. We are also starting a physical and digital magazine, which I'm really excited about. We have a ton of
influence.
Yes, yeah. So we have a ton of kid authors that are going to be in there. Her kids are actually going to be in the first issue, so I'm really excited about that. So we've got kids that are writing, stories, they're drawing pictures, they're making recipes. We've got like a teens corner that is going to be all about entrepreneurship and how to apply for college, and then the parent education section. So that I'm really excited about. Yeah. And then I just am not ever going to stop rambling because it's all just so exciting.
Okay. Keep going.
So we are actually starting our own podcast that is going to be nationwide. Cool. So that way anybody in the nation who is like, I just don't know what I'm doing with this whole homeschool thing can hop on and be able to get some advice from
awesome.
Moms who are really doing it, really on the ground.
That is very cool.
I know, we're so excited.
So going back to your initial statement of having your best friend with Tammy and really being able to, I always find it fascinating that people come into our lives just at the right time, that there's always a purpose there. And she is such a phenomenal. I knew her long before I ever met Seth. We had advertised with her many years ago when she had her women's magazine.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, she was fabulous. We all loved her back then, and then to have her move to Boulder City was such a. She's a treasure.
She really is.
And
she really
so
is.
I find it fascinating that you have aligned with somebody as strong as that that has created this dynamic relationship that has put you into a position to advance this initiative to such a state that it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and the fact that she is a homeschool mom. Yeah. Like, I'm Tammy, what do you do with your kids with this? And she's like, sometimes she's like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like, none of us know what we're doing. It's okay. It's the same as raising kids. We're all just trying to figure it out together. And so it's been really fun. Between her and Jean Palmer, the three of us, when we get together, we are just bouncing ideas off of each other. And I'll tell my kids, I'll say, if Jean's family is doing it, then we're doing it. If they're not, then we're not. And so
that's awesome.
I'm like, if they're not watching this movie, then we're not watching it. And so it's just funny how we definitely, there's a camaraderie amongst the homeschool families, because everybody's always so worried that your kid is going to be alone, sitting at home, dad in the corner. They're not. They're so busy. They always have friends over. I mean, we had a whole gaggle of friends over just yesterday, and I'm like, this is just what it is. We're attending classes. We're always out and about doing something.
I think parents just are looking for options.
Yes.
They just want to know that there are options out there. And homeschool may not fit their agenda, but and public school could be great for them. But also private school could be great for them. So there's just, I love the idea that we have options, and we just need to educate ourselves on what those options are.
Absolutely. And that's what we're looking for as well. Homeschool really isn't for everyone. But if it is for you, we want to make sure you feel supported. If you're looking for a micro school like the one that is in town, I love directing people. Hey, go and check out the micro school. If that's something you're looking for, there are fantastic charter schools. I've actually started hosting homeschool classes at Grace Christian Church. And they're just drop-off classes. Like, it's just, hey, we're having Harry Potter Club, we're having chess club, you know what I mean? And so we've hired teachers, and we've got 50 families that are participating in it, and they just go to drop-off classes, you know what I mean? And that is popping up everywhere, all over the Vegas Valley, everywhere in the country. But people are they just need the options, like you said.
Great collaboration too.
Yeah. Oh my
That's
gosh.
awesome.
Yes, they've been fantastic.
Yeah, they are such a great school.
Yes.
So I would imagine you have a favorite part of your day with the tasks that you have at hand, whether it's in working with the education side or whether it's working on the event side. What's your favorite part?
So I honestly love it all
Yeah.
because I feel like because I've built it, that's been the most beautiful thing about switching from working for somebody else to switching to working for myself. Being an entrepreneur, I'm like, I wake up every morning and I'm like, okay, I had 20 ideas last night as I was falling asleep and I'm ready to implement all of them. And it's just exciting. And I'm like, it doesn't, there's no clock in, clock out. I just am like, oh, I want to do this. I want to write a book. I want to start a podcast. It's never ending.
That's awesome.
So exciting. And I'm like, the weddings that I have right now, I'm like, okay, sweet. We get to do flowers today. Let's go talk to Autumn at Village Floral House. I want to make sure we got our flowers done. And it's all of it. It's fun. It's exciting.
Awesome.
It's fun to have that freedom to be able to choose what I want to do.
I would imagine you're a healthier individual too because of
completely
having this mindset and
absolutely
energy as well. But it provides you with purpose, but yet it's not drudgery.
Yeah, no, there's no drudgery about it. It's almost the opposite. It's like working too much. I have to find the time to slow down to be able to be like, hey, kids, I'm focusing on you. I love you. And so I try to do all the homeschooling in the morning and then I do work stuff in the afternoon. And the kids know that now. It's taken a long time to get to that good balance. But now they know that we do our learning in the morning. We have our friends in the afternoon and mom's going to be working her butt off to go do the things that she wants to do.
So I would imagine you've also had an aha moment in all of this. Can you share something that opened your eyes or really set a tone for why you were inspired to continue?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a lot of different things. I think just honestly over the years, just planning different events. Every time that I plan an event and it's the day of, and I just get to not sit back because I am running around like a crazy person, but to see it all come together every single time, whether it's a wedding or a festival or convention, whatever it is, I'm always just, okay, this is what all of that work was for, and look around at everybody enjoying it. Okay, everybody's having a good time. Okay, we did this. It happened. And that is what motivates me to get to the next one. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, that was worth it. Even if some of it was hard or there was bumps in the road and stuff, I'm like, that was 100% worth it. So every time, the day of is just what gets me going.
You're dealing with events that have a lot of emotions tied to them.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
so
absolutely.
I would imagine you and I have shared stories in the past.
Yes.
I can remember mother-in-laws were always my strongest concern because are they feeling left out? Are they concerned? Are they they have a strong opinion about things? And you're dealing with high emotions and people who are giving away their kids in their mind.
Yes.
Or kids who are trying to start something new and it's all an unknown. So they're a little emotional as well.
Yes. Yeah.
And there's always other factors there too. So trying to make sure that you are taking care of their psyche and their emotional health as well as doing the event. People don't realize how many levels of skill is actually needed in what you do.
Yes, no, it's a lot. I didn't realize how much of a therapist I would need to be sometimes or counselor where the day of, and I've had to sit down and look at brides or look at the mother of a bride or the person who has hired me to host their festival for them. And they're stressing out and they're freaking out. And I'm like, hey, this is what we've been working for. If you spend your whole day feeling stressed out, you're not going to enjoy it. You've put all of this money into it. You've put all of this time into it. Let's ground ourselves a little bit and let's enjoy the time. You don't want this day to fly by and feel like I was stressed out the whole entire time. So I have to do that with all of even the convention that I held for the homeschoolers. I've got people coming up to me every 10 seconds. We've got an emergency. And I'm like, unless the building is on fire, it's not an emergency. It's something that we can handle. So go ahead and tell me what's going on. Okay, I hear you. Okay, awesome. Why don't you go send so-and-so to go and handle that? There's nothing that we can't handle. I think that's the attitude that I try to have is just there's nothing that is going to happen that we can't handle. We had on our first year at the homeschool convention, there was like a shooting in the road right beforehand. We were doing it at Samstown, which we are not doing anymore. So it was we were like, once we get in the building, it's great. But it was a little scary. We had somebody pull a gun in a bathroom on somebody totally completely different. It was just casino drama that was happening. And so I was like, as long as we're in our room, we're good. We have it for security. But it's big things like that where you're like, okay, that's a little bit of a big problem. all of our vendors are 2 hours late because there was a 10-way car pile up on the freeway. So everybody's late. Somehow all the families are here, but none of the vendors are. You know what I mean? And so we figured out it's okay. Yeah. It's all going to work. Like, we're not going to let anything ruin this day. Nothing will ruin it. So it's fun.
I would imagine, too, as the leader, though, you need to keep a cool head.
Yes.
And that takes a lot of ability. So
yes. Yeah.
Smart that you are able to find solutions and also be able to delegate within that time frame.
Oh, yes. The first year I was not, back a long time ago, I was not great at delegating. So by the end of the day, I would be wiped. Yeah. I still am wiped by the end of the day, but now at least I'm not physically doing all of the running myself. I have a great team. We get tons of volunteers. I love to hire high school students for the weddings that are here and stuff, and I just have them run. I'm like, run, go put the candles on that table, go put that tablecloth over there, go set up that sign. And they love it. They have such a good time. I love hiring the teens to be able to help on the day of and stuff like that.
Speaking to that, just this last weekend was the dinner on the avenues, and we had the junior high and high school cheerleaders that were serving everybody. And oh my gosh, the people loved having those cute girls doing this, and they were just so friendly and they helped each other, and it was very fun watching that part of it, because that's the next generation. Soon they'll be sitting at that table.
Yes. And the thing is, I'm like, we don't give them enough opportunities to rise to the occasion, I feel like. So it's very nice. I love hiring the teens because they have so much energy. They take direction. Great. You know what I mean? I think teens sometimes get such a bad rep, and I'm like, if you find the right teens, they are doing way better than I'm doing. I'm like, they've got tons of energy. They have,
and they wanted to please.
They want to. They want to do a good job. And I'm like, hey, if I hire you and you do a good job, I'll pay you well, and I will give you a letter of recommendation for any job that you ever want, ever, and so I'm like, it's been fun. That's one of my big joys, is getting to do that.
Have you ever had a funny experience that you'd like to share, where you talk about funny professional experiences or something that has happened that you look back on and go, man, that was a stressful event, but oh my gosh, remember this?
Oh, yes. Yeah. So there's always something that happens. I feel like I could tell you 20 different stories, but the one that comes to the forefront of my mind is the first year of the homeschool convention. Everything was going well. We were like, okay, this is turning out better than we expected. This is great. And we had a guy that was walking around, like, he was solo, which was just, you were like, why are you just here by yourself? So we were kind of keeping an eye on him anyways. And he was younger. He didn't really, we were like, if you have a kid, they're going to be like 2. So we were like, this is kind of weird. So he started recording himself. And I had some people come to me being like, hey, do you want to keep an eye on this guy? I'm like, yeah, we'll have our security follow him and stuff. So they did. So it turns out that he was there pretending like he was at a dating convention, because he's got all these like young cute moms like walking around, and he's the only guy out of all these. We did have a good decent amount of dads, but they were usually with their wives and stuff. Anyways, so he's there all by himself pretending like he's at a dating convention, and I legitimately, as I was calling him around, he walks up to my husband and starts telling him how he can pick up chicks. Like, he was giving him advice on how to date, a dating profile or something. And I was like, okay, so we had to kick him out. I was like, you need to be escorted off of the premises, sir. He was standing up in classes, like saying weird things and just recording himself with all these people, like without their permission. It was just hilarious. We laugh at it now, of course. You know what I mean? Like, in the moment, I was like, yeah, we just need to get him out of here. But yes, looking back, we're like, remember that one guy?
I absolutely can see that. And it also plays into one of the layers of the check boxes as you're preparing is making sure you have security.
Yes.
Because you never know, and especially when you're doing events in town.
Yes, absolutely, yeah. And we've got a lot of prominent people in the community coming lately as well. So we definitely are upping our security for next year. We're excited.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Okay, so how can local businesses better support families and community building efforts in Nevada?
That's a great question. Honestly, the people in Boulder City, I feel like, have been so absolutely supportive. So the homeschool classes that I was saying that we were running earlier, like I was saying, Grace Community Church, they have opened up their space to us. Reuben and Dixie, they host their homeschool classes, and we work together with them. I've got people contacting me all the time that are like, hey, I saw that you do these classes. Hey, can I teach a class? And I'm like,
oh, very cool.
Yeah, let's talk about it. You know what I mean? So all the time, I want to do a photography class. So we have Candace and Corey Klyer, who I think that you met recently. They are professional photographers. They've been traveling all around the world doing their elopement, wedding photography and stuff. And he's teaching a teen photography class. And we've got a whole bunch of teens signed up for it. And they wake up at 8 o'clock on Friday morning to do their photography class with him because they're excited about it. You know what I mean? Cool. And I'm like, it's been phenomenal. So I honestly think that the people of Boulder City, and even with events, so you know, I started off doing Flow Fest with the studio Mind Body, and then I was doing events for Snap Fitness, for Lend a Hand, and everybody just spreads the word of mouth. Hey, Holly's really good at what she's doing. If you need her for something, I would recommend her. And that honestly has been the biggest help. So I'm like, I just do that for other people. I love recommending other people. If I find somebody that is good at something, I'm like, I will scream it from the rooftops. You know what I mean? I'm like, if you're good, you're golden. We got you.
Tend to start having your own, the people that you work with, the professionals that you find your niche and you're like, man, I can always count on them. They're fabulous. And so it makes it easy to do a recommendation because not only have you worked with them, but you've seen them work with the whomever is hiring them.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Like Bill Tobler with the Twist and Shout DJ, mobile DJ. He is my DJ for everything. So at first it was just DJ for weddings. And I was like, man, this guy is funny. Yep. He can work a crowd. I was like, this is fantastic. So then I started having him. So he does wolf stock now that we do in the fall with the damn doghouse. And he was like, I've never done an event like that before. That was really fun. And I was like, you were really good at it. That was fantastic. So now I'm constantly asking him, hey, do you think you could DJ for, we had a panel about public funding for homeschoolers.
Yes.
And I was like, do you think you could do something like that? And he's like, I don't know. Let me figure it out. So I'm always asking him to do weird things and he's just figuring it out. And I'm like, I love having people like that just at my fingertips to be able to be like, hey, I've got a whole myriad of weird things that I plan. Can you help me? So,
and he as an educator completely gets it, and that's a perfect fit.
Gosh, yeah, he's fantastic.
We love him, and Jackson.
Yes,
so they did Lawrence's wedding.
Oh,
and
nice.
Yeah, it was fabulous, and the two of them, they're just a great team.
Yes,
I just love Jackson.
Yeah, so the last wedding I did that Bill DJ'd for, I was like, I've never seen a wedding where everybody just stayed on the dance floor the whole time. It's usually everyone's just sitting and there's 3 people dancing. And I was like, this was phenomenal. I am so grateful. That
so much energy.
So much energy. And I'm like, what is the difference between him and other people that I've seen in the past? And he really just, anyways, I could talk about it all day. He has a knack for it and he's phenomenal. He prepares so much and he does a great job. So.
I don't think people realize how important an MC / DJ is for events to keep things moving. So you don't have to. You're in the background making the next thing happen.
Yes. Yep.
They need to keep things moving with the crowd.
I don't want to be on a microphone being like, hey, this is what's happening because I don't know the right things to say.
No, that's why we hire and align ourselves with good professionals.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love it. And so what really is the long-term vision for events with Holly?
Yes, I want to. Okay, so here's the thing. Is with all of the things that are coming up, right? I'm one person and I have a fabulous team and I am going to limit myself to probably 2 to 3 weddings a year in Boulder City. That is as much as I can put on my plate. And then I want to be able to really focus on the Home Educated Foundation because that is going to be nationwide and it'll help so many people. But I loved doing weddings. So I'm like, I have to find a balance that fits my life. I've got 3 young boys who are very young and they take a lot of my time and attention. So trying to balance out all of that, I'm really trying to limit and grow at the same time. So
I mean, you know how to set your boundaries.
Yes, yeah.
You know what will work for you.
I'm working on it.
Well, that is awesome. Okay, so tell me a little bit more about Holly. What was your first job?
So my first job was the second I turned 16, I was like, I need a job. I need a car. I need money. I need freedom, right? So I started working at a sandwich shop, just a little mom and pop sandwich shop. And within, I don't even know, a few months, they made me the manager at 16 years old. So I'm out there interviewing, hiring, firing people who were like my friends in high school. And I'm like, that probably should never have happened. I should not have had that much power at such a young age. I'm like, I don't even know if I have fired a few people as an adult, but I'm like, at 16, that's a big, a big deal.
Yeah.
And so it's funny because now I look back and I'm like, that totally was exacerbated my kind of like control freak type A personality. And I really put myself down for that for a long time. I was like, oh man, people think you're total control freak. And honestly, I'm like, you know what? I am. And that is the only person that I would ever want planning my wedding. That's the only person I'd ever want running my festival or convention, is somebody who is so type A and such a control freak that you know that everything is going to be going to according to plan. Every detail is going to be taken care of, right? Like, you don't want somebody who is type B, type C personality doing that kind of a thing. So,
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Very good point. Okay, so what is something people may not know about you?
That's an interesting one that I probably shouldn't say to you, Jill, but I honestly don't really love attending events that I'm not in charge of. If I'm in charge of it, I am there. I will socialize all day. I will be on the stage leading things if I need to. I will do it, and I will talk. I will be happy and positive, and I genuinely love being there. But if it's somebody else's event and I don't have any part in it, I'm like, I don't want to talk to people. I don't know what to say. I just would rather be at home with my kids, reading a book, snuggling on the couch. And so that is something that people would never, ever think. Because, of course, they think you're an event planner. You want to be out all the time. You want to be socializing. And I'm like, it's Friday night. I'm not leaving this house. So
it's interesting, but that's how you create your balance.
Yes, yes.
I do. I 100% it's true. I feel
good,
it,
that's
and
good.
I'm okay with it.
Oh,
because
good.
I would much rather you have balance in your life and spend time with your family, because that's important right now. All right. So now one of our other favorite questions, and this one of anybody who's in the education world is always an interesting one. But what book are you reading right now?
Oh, my word. I'm reading all of the things. Does this not even surprise you?
Not at all.
That I have 1 books that I'm actively reading right now. So going through the EntreLeadership by Dave Ramsey for the 5th time in my life, because it's just pure gold. And as things grow and scale, like, I'm a control freak. I have a hard time letting other people do other things, trying really hard, but things are growing beyond my capacity. And so I'm like, I have to be able to delegate things and let other people do a little bit of stuff. But he talks about how to train people. It's just great. I could listen to it over and over again. So that's one that I'm constantly listening to. The kids and I are reading, and Dad are reading through the Iliad and the Odyssey right now. The kids are obsessed with it.
Really?
It is so fun. They literally bought costumes on Amazon with their own money, because they're little entrepreneurs, to be Poseidon and Ares and Hermes and Athena. And
that's awesome.
It's amazing. It has become a total obsession. And I'm like, if y'all want to be obsessed with Greek mythology, I am not fighting that whatsoever. No. They love it. They're out there in the yard playing war, and they've got a trident, and I know, it's crazy. I'm like, you guys are so fun. You're such weird little homeschoolers, and I love it.
No, they're educated.
Yes. And I'm like, we love reading classics and stuff. So
that's awesome.
We're reading that as a family right now, but I'm also reading Gregor the Overlander with them, like the new one by Susan Collins, and that one's so fun. My husband and I, we call it our book club, but it's really just the two of us.
Oh, that's
so we
awesome.
read Brandon Sanderson together. We're in the middle of the deep throgs of the Stormlight archives, and it's like these 50-hour long books and stuff, and we'll read a couple chapters, and then we'll talk about it together, and, you know, it's fun. So I'm like, I'm always reading. I've got like 3 other books just sitting on the nightstand that I'm thumbing through and stuff.
And are you an Audible person, or do you have to have the book in front of you?
I do both. I do switch back and forth, because if I can listen to a book while I'm doing something else, so if I'm at the gym and I'm exercising and then I can listen to a podcast, I'll do that rather than listen to music pretty much every time. But I started listening to books as I fall asleep, and I find that I don't remember anything the next day.
That's
so
right.
then that doesn't work. So I have to do those in print. So yeah, I'm both, which is fun. It keeps things interesting.
Same way.
Yes,
and a multitasker. So
yes, absolutely.
If you can be doing your hair in the morning and listening to a
podcast.
100%.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
I'm right there with you. Okay.
Yes.
So I would imagine your mom, I have not had the chance to meet her, but I would imagine your mom and dad have left a huge impression on you, and they must be phenomenal people.
Yes.
So what is a lesson that you've learned from them?
Yeah. So my parents are awesome. My mom is the type that she got from her mom. So really, it's just her maiden name is Knuth. And so it's a Knuth family trait of the ideas of you can sleep when you're dead kind of a thing.
Yeah.
You do not rest. There is no rest in this household. And so we're just go, get 'em women. And I 100% got that from my mom. I attribute that to her all the way, like all growing up. I remember one time coming home my senior year, I was planning prom, and I was like, on the dance team. It must have been homecoming week or prom week or something where it was like so busy. We've got floats. I'm the manager at this job, right? And I've got like all these things, way too much that, again, like an 18-year-old should have been dealing with. And I just came home and I was crying and I had to go from one place to the next place. She just gives me a big hug and she's like, take a deep breath. You've got this. Go back out there. And I'm like, okay. And that is just how we live our lives. You know what I mean? You just keep going. You just got to keep going. And it's awesome. I just love her so much.
That is awesome. I'm glad that she's such an influence in your life because she sounds pretty amazing, I would imagine. And we have been working with you with the Chamber for quite some time. You have been instrumental in ribbon cuttings and grand openings and grand reopenings. And we're grateful for all that you have contributed and invested in the Chamber. I would imagine you probably have a little bit of an impression of what the Chamber does for our community.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I love the Chamber. The Chamber is the best. And it's so funny because sometimes I'll hear people say, oh, is it really worth it to be a member of the Chamber? And if it's on Facebook, I am on there, white on rice. I am like, it's amazing to be a member of the Chamber. Like, just go in and talk to Jill. She's got all the knowledge. She's got all the connections. And I'm like, the emails that are being sent out, I'm like, I read every single one because I'm like, I want to know what you guys are doing so that I can know what I need to be doing. And,
to participate
there's so many opportunities that you guys are putting out for people. I think that you try to take the time to be like, this is marketing, this is advertising. You know what I mean? Like, if I am attending this event or if I have the Chamber come, then that's more advertising for the person that I'm hosting the event for and stuff. And it has just been so instrumental, especially with events. You know what I mean? It has just been I couldn't have started any of this without the Chamber, any of it. Because I just remember coming in and sitting down with you when I was new in town and I was like, I think I'm going to do events. And you were like, I think you are going to be good at events. And I was like, I know I'm going to be, but how do I do it? And you were just completely instrumental in all of that. And I loved being able to just pick up the phone and call you and be like, Jill, I need to know stuff about this. And I'm like, your whole team is fantastic. They're constantly reaching out to me for, hey, I need to tag you in this, or do you know anybody who does this? And I'm like, absolutely. So It's just, I could not speak highly enough of the Chamber.
Thank you very much. I am blushing because I love it, but I am glad to be able to say I was right.
Yes.
You have been fabulous.
Oh, you're awesome.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for being with us. Congratulations on the big success with Home Educated Foundation. I think that is such a necessary thing in our world right now, and protecting families, educating families, giving them options. I mean, come on. These are all the things that we should be doing, and you are doing it perfectly. Thank you also for your contributions to events. People need that. They are so grateful for your help.
So true.
And just thank you for being you. You're awesome. We appreciate
you, Jill. It's been so great being here.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
This episode of the Best Damn Podcast has been a production of the Boulder City Chamber of Commerce. Please check out all the links and social media handles on our website as well at bouldercitychamber.com. You can find the Best Damn Podcast on all your favorite podcast directories. Like us and share on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Until next time, discover, explore, and unwind in Boulder City.